the guy who is the quarterback in Miami, because they didn't get Tom, and they didn't get Deshaun Watson, and they didn't get Joe Burrow, and they didn't get any other guy they wanted. They have Tua. Here's Tua talking about whether he heard about the news of the Dolphins tampering with Tom Brady.
Yeah, I would say everyone heard about it yesterday when we went into the locker room, seeing it on the TV. For me, I have no idea about all the details other than what was shown on TV with the $1.5 million fine, and then something happening with Brady. I mean, I don't know all the details. I don't even know what happened. But, I mean, I got to talk to a couple of the guys, to kind of find out what was going on, and everyone's wondering the same thing, so I'm not too sure.
But no discussion with, I guess whether it's Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, or even Stephen Ross about your standing with the team, nothing like that?
What do you mean my standing with the team?
I mean, the fact that they spoke with Tom Brady on multiple occasions, which included the plan.
Was that in 2019?
2019.
That was in
2021.
Oh, okay. I remember I came in 2020, so whatever happened in 2019, I can't even speak on that. So I was here 2020, and I'm still here, and I'm blessed to be here. If it has to do with support from the team, I think the team's all in with me and all the guys that we have now.
Somebody needs to tell Tua, too, if you're watching, they were talking to him last year and this year about taking your job now. This wasn't 2019. It was, but it wasn't just 2019. They wanted him to be the quarterback now. Your plan B, or actually plan C behind Deshaun Watson. And see, if I'm Tua, what I say yesterday is, guys, this is nothing compared to having Deshaun Watson hanging over my head for half of the season.
That would have been a good way to diffuse it. You're right.
They've been trying to get rid of me for a year.
So what? What's new? I think you're right. I wouldn't mind seeing him take that.
Hey, I said last year when we were hearing about the very real impact this talk was having on him, very emotional impact on Tua Tagovailoa. He was elected a captain, I heard, and said, I don't want it because this team doesn't believe in me. And I remember saying, Tua, you should deal with this the way Tom Brady would. Tom Brady would internalize it. He would get pissed off, and he would say, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to play so well that you're not going to want Deshaun Watson or anyone else. So they wanted Tom Brady. After the season, we don't want Deshaun anymore, but we do want Tom Brady. And it's just odd that he either doesn't know or won't allow
He's trying
himself
not to know right now.
Process and acknowledge.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't do him any good right now. I mean, he's a guy he's still trying to find his footing in the NFL, and it does him no good to, oh man, maybe they didn't want me, maybe they wanted Brady. I mean, first off, don't be too hurt by it, Tua. There's a lot of people that would want Tom Brady. I mean, so it's not necessarily always personal to you that way. It is Tom Brady. He's a different stratosphere. He's the GOAT, all of that. So a lot of teams are going to want him in town for his play and the business aspect of it. But hey, they are all in on what they got now, and that's what all he should worry about. We got Mike McDaniel here. We got Tyreek Hill and a bunch of other good players. The teams are set. I'm the quarterback, and it's time to ball out and show us all and prove everybody wrong. And I hope he does do that. I really do. I like Tua the person. I know. I mean, I find him charming there in a lot of ways. I know he's a very nice person. I do, and I'm rooting for him. It's been a tough road, and it hasn't been all his fault either that he's had some of these obstacles in front of him. But he's got to play better, and he's got to instill that confidence in the coaching staff if he wants to stay.
It's one of the biggest challenges of what we do. And trust me, I'm not complaining about what we do because I love what we do. But if you dare say anything remotely critical about any player from any team, that nucleus of very loyal and passionate and zealous fans will circle the wagons and start firing shots at those who would dare to suggest that there may be some deficiencies in the players on their favorite team. And we've interviewed Tua. We like Tua. We're rooting for Tua. But we can't be dishonest with ourselves or anyone else when we say he's got a long way to go.
Yeah, we're not sold.
To be the guy that the Dolphins want, as evidenced by the fact that the Dolphins keep trying to find somebody else.
Right. Nothing says it more. That's where you want to shout back at Tuanon and some of that fan base.
Could you imagine if in the heyday of Brady's career in New England, we were constantly hearing about all the other quarterbacks that Bob Kraft was trying to bring to New England.
Right.
Could you imagine that?
I can't imagine it. No, you're right. I mean, that's where, first off, Belichick would never let that happen because it would be a distraction to the team. So he would do a great job there. But that's also, the importance of an NFL quarterback. And I know it's not always easy or whatever, but, to get off to that good start of your career there, it just lays down the train tracks for the organization and the league to believe in you. And then nobody messes with you. But with Tua, hey, like you said, there's been moments of, hey, I think he's turning around. Here we go. It looks good. And then we have a game or two where we go, oh, man, he looks small. He didn't make any good throws, and he had some bad turnovers. So it's been a little all over the map, but hopefully they got the right formula there for him to succeed this year.
The most accurate thing that Tyreek Hill has said on any of the various episodes of his podcast, It Needed to Be Said, was when he had a moment where he acknowledged in today's NFL, as a first-round quarterback, you've got 3 years to show them what you can do.
Pretty much.
And this is it.
Right.
And if he doesn't do it this year, they're basically done with him.
Yeah.
And that's why I think Tyreek is trying to prop him up. But Tyreek also realizes, hey, I can only do so much.
Right.
At some point, he's got to go do it. And if he doesn't, maybe I'll have Tom Brady next year.
Yeah, I know. And that's where losing that first-round pick for next year, in case Tua doesn't play well, was a big blow to that organization. The fact that they had that big asset to play with to get involved in the quarterback market next year. So we'll see where it goes. I know, I'm excited to see what they got as far as Mike McDaniel and the talent on the team on both sides of the football. It's a tough division, and they got to learn to kind of, win some of those tight games to get over the hump to get into the playoffs. But, I mean, it seemed like everything was going in the right direction last year when they fired Brian Flores. A lot of the players are still there, if not even more players to add to it. But we'll see if that adds to extra wins in a playoff appearance.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.